Welcome to Franchise Mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play call tendencies, install an offensive and defensive game plan that will help you shut down even the strongest of foes. Exploit Sherman's vaunted cover 3. Take out Rodgers' deep passing game or swagger with your own run game. The decisions you make with your game plans will be impactful and powerful. Off the field, we have doubled down on the amount of control you have with big coaching decisions. Sign and re-sign players with more feedback. Trade and cut players with ease. Take risk with more authentic injuries. And set your season goal for big rewards or a big pink slip. We've even included some of the most requested features from the community with the addition of the practice squad, full player editing, and scores from around the league. This is your franchise. More control, more decisions, more impact. Now take your team all the way. Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent's tendencies. Each week, you can focus train 3 players. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions, choose to start training and head down to the practice field.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Get ready! Blue 58! Blue 58!
This is it. We're going for gold.
1-18.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
All right, now, 1-18. 1-18. Let's go. Blue 95. Blue. All right, now, 1-18. 1-18. Let's go. 1-18. 1-18. All right, now, 1-18. 1-18. All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58. Let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Here we go. Blue 95. Blue. Let's go. 1-18. Here we go. 1-18. 1-18. Let's go. Blue 95. All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58. Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. All right, now, blue 95. Blue. Get ready. 1-18. 1-18. Get ready. Blue 95. Blue. Here we go. 1-18. 1-18. Here we go. 1-18. 1-18. All right, now, blue 58. Blue 58.
All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common: great practice habits. Today was a great practice, and if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Patriots going up against the Cardinals. With that, we'll get you to Glendale for the first Sunday night game of the year and the debut of our new commentary team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, an exciting night for both of us, no doubt, here in the booth as we get a look inside the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2016 NFL season between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. And what a powerhouse Week 1 matchup, Mr. Davis, that we have in store here.
But when you talk about New England and you think about the AFC East title, it's usually awarded to New England before you ever...
So we drop you into Week 1 of the 2016 season. First drive of the game, fresh beginnings here. Let's see what this offense can do. Now Palmer on first down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now, but Fitzgerald, gosh, third overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Now Palmer to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw again, it's Palmer. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Now it's Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your...
A big early third down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Throwing is Brady on third down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, Pounce. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? From the gun on third down, Brady. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Here we go. Blue 95.
red zone now. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95. I can't believe they even let you play. Sally 19. Sally 19.
Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On third down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that
Touchdown, Arizona.
an excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Blue 58.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. Blue 95.
Throwing again here, Palmer. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. 1-18.
Second and goal. Still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Get ready.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Carson Palmer's got the Cardinal offense on the move. They are in the red zone as we get you back down to the action.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount.
And this is going to bring up a crucial situation here. They're going to try the onside kick. Will they get it? Or can the receiving team prevent that from happening? And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A look at Carson Palmer now as we focus in on our player's spotlight. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebacker.
It's a 2-score game in the fourth quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished.
So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Palmer on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
All right now, blue 95. Blue 95.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Caught right side, Gresham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Get ready. 1-18.
Palmer to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 58.
Now it's Palmer. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Andre Ellington. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Palmer. Muscles him off. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's got the first. One-score game, 7 points here in the fourth quarter. This offense, they need to get the football back on this onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cardinals. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule maker.
The football belongs to the Arizona Cardinals for the initial drive of our contest. On first down, it's Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, it's Palmer. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big.
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play?
Four down. Check. All right, now. Blue, 95. Blue.
On third and 1, it's Palmer. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And third down. Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Certainly not not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. We drop you into the action here first half. This offense, they've been rolling. They're looking for more, though. And they've got the ball in the red zone. From the gun, it's Palmer. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer punching it in from a yard away, and the Cards continue to pour it on.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass.
This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the 2nd quarter? The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away?
He's got a man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
play of the half. It's Palmer. His throw incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water.
All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming in. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete.
Very good, smart play.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still third down.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty.
This game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down.
Hey, get ready. Wide, 18. Wide.
Play action. Now Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Cardinals going up against the Bills. So let's send you up to Orchard Park, New York. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, it's been a great start to the season. The football belongs to the Arizona Cardinals for the initial drive of our contest. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Palmer on first down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right...
This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's first and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone?
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58, Blue 58.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to upstate New York after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal, and they've got it here with a first down. Now it's Palmer, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darren Fells, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cardinals will extend their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals! Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before.
This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the 2nd quarter? The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's go. Blue 58.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. It's Floyd on the right. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's face it. When Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald early in the game.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now it's Palmer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards for number 11. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he finds Fitzgerald. 11 yards for number 11.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bills haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Cardinals have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Cardinals opening the game on offense. Fitzgerald's wide open here on the catch and ends up working for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Cardinals take it early in the second. The catch will be made in double coverage, and this two-play drive goes for a touchdown. Cardinals take it at the 34. Fitzgerald's going to haul in the pass, and this play will go for 6. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And defensively, they were in zone. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. That's complete right around the 8. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On third down, Palmer. This will be caught at about the 5. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Right now, blue 95. Blue 95.
4th down. Here's Palmer. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Palmer to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area...
He came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
All right, now, Blue 58.
On first down, it's Palmer. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now Palmer to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time...
We have a developing situation here. Following the interception, a golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a 1st and goal to go. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And it's caught. It's Floyd. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, his 4th touchdown. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0. The football belongs to the Arizona Cardinals for the initial drive of our contest. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now Palmer on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Sometimes a quarterback just wants to let it fly, and Carson Palmer did it there.
Has had the touch since the day he entered the NFL, and it just keeps getting better and better. You want a deep ball thrower? Carson Palmer's a great guy to have.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Throwing is Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So a one-handed... Second down now. This defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's go!
Throwing on third. Gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. It's defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. The throw on second down is gone. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Now Goff. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zerline's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you give them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Third and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a 15-play. So time becoming an issue here late in this first half of action as we get back down to the field. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. It's caught left side by John Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sergio Brown. And a big turn. Carson Palmer's got the Cardinal offense on the move. They are in the red zone as we get you back down to the action. Play clock winding down. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and 5. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. 13 yards on the pickup. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Let's go.
To throw again, it's Palmer. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Third down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think...
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
Get ready. Blues and
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Palmer. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes it...
There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his third. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Palmer. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for L.A., it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the 49ers coming in at 2-2, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 3-1. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First and 10, it's Palmer. And his throw is incomplete. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
We drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Palmer on first down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Palmer will throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
To throw again, it's Palmer. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals... The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Here's Palmer. And that last drive, so effective. And this will be caught at the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Cardinals off to the early lead. We're back to Santa Clara after this. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Get ready. Blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cards continue to pour it on. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. So out now come the Cardinals.
Watch the right. Watch the right. Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. He's going to fight. They got his man. Complete. 30. The 20. The touchdown. Cardinals. John Brown. An even 90 yards. And the Cardinals add on. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost. And that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now Palmer down around his goal line. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now Palmer, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So with 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. It's brought in by Floyd. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. Wide, 18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them.
There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals add on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Get ready.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there. 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Blue 58.
Now Palmer on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Get ready. 18.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. 57.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good.
And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. And that passing touchdown gives him the record for the most in a single game. We have seen a historic performance here in this one.
And the word that comes to mind for me,
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys, but in this case, they were strict with the rule.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On first down, it's Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And after that rough game last week, you see the improvement here in this one, no doubt. I thought they might defensively take the blueprint and try to hold him down, but whatever they've tried to do, it hasn't worked as well.
And I think the reason it hasn't worked as well is that they found the gaps between coverage. And what I mean by that is ordinarily, with a player of this caliber and stature, try and make sure you're on him right off the line of scrimmage. Bump him, get him off his route. What he's doing, though, is getting off the line of scrimmage, and before the second guy can get involved in the play, the ball's being delivered. That allows him to get upfield and make even bigger plays.
On second down, Palmer. It's incomplete. Now to throw on third down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, a 22. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Palmer to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Here we go. 18.
They go play action here on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now it's Palmer. He hits Floyd on the right. The 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single game record.
It seemed inevitable.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A fake to Johnson. Now it's Palmer. He's going to let it go again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Still first down.
Get ready.
Now Palmer back into his end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he's got Fitzgerald. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Palmer. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. Hey, what is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch.
So second and 10 here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Palmer apparently wants to throw it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Cardinals are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Jets team that has to be careful passing the football. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On first and 10, it's Palmer. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Palmer. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Troy Nicholas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Hey. Got three.
Now Palmer on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And that is incomplete. Ten yards to go on third.
I got 11.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On third down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And Gresham's got it over the middle. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Throwing again here, Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah,
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. So out now come the Cardinals. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Here's Palmer to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And this is incomplete. So we played one, ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move as they face a second down here. Now Palmer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now it's Palmer. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Check three. All right, now. 18.
Palmer to throw again. And this will be incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And this is pulled in by the tight end Fells. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Here we go. Blue 95.
Now Palmer on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
2nd and 10 now. It's Palmer. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads.
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit him.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And This is Michael Floyd, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. In the red zone this time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Let's go, let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Again, it's Palmer. Dance, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And his throw is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This is taken at the 3. They juked him. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
That was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right now, wide 18. Wide 18.
On 1st down, it's Palmer. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver... drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Get ready. 1-18.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Palmer to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Fells with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to...